What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the OBS Brad YouTube channel with your boy Brad here, bringing you another banger. Today we're looking at the Jeep Wagoneer build. Like I said last video, that we checked out the tune and specs on this beautiful monster. Um, truly it is an ass-kicking machine. I've yet to really come to an obstacle that this thing could not climb. And it is right now on stock gearing, so that's pretty good. It does pretty good for stock gearing. And somewhere down the road, I think we'll go over a video tuning the gears for this thing. I'm gonna do a little update tune on it. But for right now, how it sits is how it sits, and I'm gonna show y'all the dealio that makes this thing do the deal. Um, so we hit of course, full upgrade, max motor, little blower. It's not diesel swapped. Um, I'm gonna hit the tuning section, and we'll take this puppy out for a little quick rip. So, it's all Axle Pros, front and rear. Of course, gotta lift all Axle Pros. We went for your basic average tune here for width. Went for a 0.03 on the axle width, front and rear. Damping, kind of brought up a little bit so it ain't hopping so much. A lot of people ask me how the hell did I keep so much flex and get more ride height out of it, especially by upping the damping. To be honest with you guys, I'm not even sure. I think it probably was upping the damping up on the front and rear that was able to get more ride height by upping the stiffness, but still be able to keep flex. So next on is shocks with 2 shock size 3.0. Stiffness, we're going to go with 11.578 on the front. Max travel. Leave the axles and brakes how they are. It really doesn't make a difference, honestly. Same for the axle. So for the rear, we went with a 2080 on damping. Want the back end to be a little more soft and a little bit more bouncy. And you'll see why momentarily. Same for the shocks. Stiffness on the back is a 12.558. The back gives a little slightly more stiff in the front, but we don't have as much travel on the rear for it to be leveled out. As if I bring up the travel all the way, that happens. So I'm gonna level it back out right there. I care more about having the ride height on the front, and when you do that, bringing up the travel all the way. I'm not leaving on 0.66. I think it looks more level. If you bring it up all the way in the front, start sagging down, then of course you're gonna rub more in the front. So I want the front to be a little bit higher up than the back. I'm not trying to Carolina squat or nothing. This is realistic because I could get it to make it very, 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 very usable in this game. So now time for the tire specs. Real radius, went for the 1.3. It kind of gave me a little bit more ride height going with the 1.3, but I didn't really want to go all the way because I didn't want that whole ridiculous Tonka toy look. So I wanted to keep it realistic as I could with the most amount of ride height I could get. So wheel width, I went with a 1.2. Didn't really want them that wide. I think 1.2 really, it kind of gives it that nice fat tire look, but it's not too ridiculously wide. If that makes any sense. You kind of want like slight 1.3. Don't go all the way up on it because all the fuzz in the rear looks smaller. Anyway, there you go. So I mean, it's I want to say it's pretty basic, but it all at kind of the same time is. But I mean, I do like it. As far as aesthetics go, it's a really good looking build. The Jeep looks nice. Went with the metallic paint with a nice custom red on it. Um, left the back bumper on, you know, because most people I've seen wheeling in Wagoneers, you don't really most of the vehicle stock. I mean, they don't, most of the time I don't even see a Wagoneer riding trails with even rock sliders, you know, because most people just use them to beat them up. Yeah, got the roof rack and all that good stuff on it. So for dynoing, I did the tuning pack and the perfect setup as far as timing and fuel ratio goes. Um, oh God, no, not right now. We'll do a dyno and see how much horsepower it made, but you know, we'll just test it out in the field. And this is really the second time I've actually retuned this Jeep, to be honest with you. Um, the first time I had it was much lower. Uh, it was probably, I want to compare the height. Um, it's probably it's probably about the height of the C10 flatbed trail truck. And now with the new tune, it's about the height of this monster. And I actually tuned this monster after the Jeep because now I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know how the hell I got this one tall, but I did. This one's got some crazy flex. Um, this one has a little bit, but not much. This one's stiff as fuck, but it's a mud truck, so that's to be expected. So I'm gonna catch y'all out here at Rock Park. See y'all in a few. And here we are on Rock Park, guys. So I'm gonna take it. We're gonna kind of go through the whole thing here, and make it take it a little bit easy. Um, it does have some body roll, but that is just simply because it is higher, pretty high up. Um, but that's to be expected in any vehicle that you raise as high. But it's not so high to the point where you would consider call it monster truck status. I could, me personally, where I live, I could see this on the road at this right height. So you could daily this in real life, in my opinion. But I mean, I did bring the stiffness up quite a bit, and it still has crazy flex. Um, just goes over everything. I have yet to have this thing stopped. That I believe, and that's now take this with a grain of salt. That is me trying shit that I think that I kind of pretty sure that it can do, not some crazy insane stuff that it may not be able to do. So, but for the most part, most things in this game on any map, this thing can probably do with ease. Let's see here. Don't mind that. I'll toss her in a minute. Should be okay. We're going to go across the bridge here. No crud. Run into the rock like an idiot. Try to get some good flex going on here. So, that's about halfway. That's pretty much, let's see, hold on. Basically, this is full flex. For it's about at least this is letting get the flex on this rock right here. The body isn't tilting too bad, so that's a plus right there. The body stays pretty straight and solid. Let me back it up a little bit here and try to maybe find something a little bit more extreme to flex on, see how it handles it. But it's just like this thing just goes over, like, I mean, it just goes over shit like it's nothing. I mean, it is up. And how many times can you? I'll leave in the comments how many times y'all seen people get stuck over here or back there where we just went through. Watch how this thing does it. See, I mean, it's fucking a monster. I'm not too proud to admit this is definitely way better than my 4Runner build, hands down. So y'all can hate me for the 4Runner, but then you get rewarded with having the tune for this. So I don't even want to hear it. So I'm gonna come back down here. I want to try to take it over to the rock bridge real quick, and then we'll kind of, I guess, call it a night. Well, maybe not yet. We'll try to find something to flex, a little bit more extreme to flex on. The only downfall of this Wagoneer compared to the JK that's in the game is this thing is long. It has a very wide wheelbase, so that can get you into trouble. I had to back up and redo that a couple times. I would compare the wheelbase on this thing to the Hummer H1 in the game, hands down. I mean, the 4Runner's got a pretty good sized wheelbase on it too for a Toyota, but it's nothing compared to this. This you gotta really watch the wheelbase because it will get you into trouble, especially on rock part. You'll be in that little hole typing the multiplayer chat for somebody to come pull you out. So you gotta be careful on that aspect. I have yet to try to get up on that though. That's something that gets a lot of people some trouble. So let me try to get some more extreme flex out of this. That's something a little bit more higher and more extreme flex. So I mean, you have no problems, showing off a multiplayer with this. I do it all the time. Pretty much all my vehicles. I've seen this though give crawlers trouble too. So, which it does. Because it's just where they got the stumps right here. I mean, you kind of have to really fight that to get the angle up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cheat and take the easy way. Or, well, it's not too easy, but it's a little bit better than trying to come with that. And I don't feel like fighting with it for the next 5 minutes. I'm too lazy to try to do some professional crawling tonight, so I'm just kind of cheat, come over here. I just want to take the rock bridge for y'all so y'all can see that suspension really worked. Come out of that like nothing. Over here's a little bit not easy neither if you have a vehicle that's not too high off the ground because it will cause you problems. The rocks over here are pretty tall. Let's see which way do I want to go. I don't really want to fuck that. I'm going to go this way. Getting on the rock bridge can be pretty challenging too. For a vehicle that's not real high. But see the rock bridge is kind of like a catch-22. You need some ride height to get on this bad bitch. But then if you don't have enough flex, then you're gonna fall right off of it. Because the suspension has to work its ass off to get up this bridge, as you can see. But if you don't have ride height, you're not getting up it. Because you'll get hung up in high center like it's nothing. But then the long wheelbase of this motherfucker will give you problems. You gotta be able to really turn sharp and quick. And this thing does not do anything quick. Even fully upgraded. There we go, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy this build and tune. Let me know how you like it in the comments. And as always, I'll catch you again for the Jeep versus Jeep challenge, y'all. And I hope y'all really enjoy that one. I'm planning on enjoying it too myself. So peace out, y'all.